400 untouched acres in a growing, thriving city. It sounds like a developer's dream, a blank canvas for hundreds of homes. But what if that land was home to a threatened bird species, historical Native American sites, and thriving biodiversity? Well, after decades of controversy, the fate of Clover Valley and the city of Rocklin, it's been decided. So for tonight's Main Point, Becca Hobbecker brings us outside to show us what's going on.
Welcome to Clover Valley, a more than 600-acre stretch of land so peaceful and untouched, you'd never guess it lies within Rocklin city limits.
If you look closely, each one of the oak trees has one of these aluminum tags on it. Environmental firm about 10, 15 years ago counted all the oak trees. I think there's about 18,000 plus oak trees on the property.
Associate Professor Michael McGran is chair of William Jessup University's Institute for Biodiversity and the Environment.
Really, when you walk down into the valley here, it's like you're being transported back in time. You wouldn't know that suburbia is right here.
But for decades, plans called for Clover Valley to become part of suburbia.
The plan actually for development actually includes a road that would transect the valley and meet up with Sierra College Boulevard on the other side. Houses all in the valley floor, houses on the ridge tops, and so that would just, have a profound effect on the character of the valley.
A private developer, Clover Valley Partners, wanted to build more than 500 high-end single-family homes throughout the valley. A group of concerned citizens fought the developer over the course of decades.
It's been probably about 25, 30-year battle to preserve Clover Valley.
In 2019, the developer donated more than 100 acres of Clover Valley to William Jessup University, opening the door for Jessup to purchase 400 additional acres, an agreement that was finalized just this past December with a down payment of $2.25 million.
This is really just a once-in-a-lifetime type of opportunity.
Jeff Darlington is executive director of Placer Land Trust.
Placer Land Trust works with willing landowners and conservation partners to permanently protect land here in Placer County for future generations. That could be agricultural land, natural land, recreational land, any land that has benefit for our community.
Placer Land Trust has protected more than 14,000 acres throughout the county, and now it's partnering with William Jessup University to turn Clover Valley into a preserve.
This is the only large piece of undeveloped open space in the city of Rocklin. As Placer County continues to grow, we need to make sure that some of these special places are protected. As more and more people build homes here and come here, this is why they come. They want to be close to nature.
It's inspiring in a lot of ways.
CJ Taylor is a senior biology student at Jessup University and has learned from his hands-on experiences in Clover Valley as part of McGran's classes.
Within my short lifetime, I have seen how places like this have kind of started to be encroached upon and disappear. So just to have a little area like this right next to Rocklin is very neat.
So it really is a secluded spot.
Clover Valley is just about a 10-minute drive from Jessup, and McGran sees it as a living laboratory, not only for his students, but eventually also for the public.
Clover Valley is really neat because it's a good representation of the ecosystems that are present throughout the Sierra Nevada foothills. It's well preserved. We have blue oak woodland on the ridgetop here where we're standing right now. We have valley oaks down in the valley. We have riparian habitat. We have grasslands down in the valley floor. We have wetland habitat, and that wetland habitat's very important for a threatened bird species that's present in the Clover Valley. It's California black rail. And we have a tremendous amount of bird diversity, songbird diversity. You can hear them singing right now. Also, the cultural resources. There's 34 known archaeological sites, Indian grave sites, house sites like where they built their lodges, acorn mortar holes, also grave sites as well that are present in the valley floor. So this place is sacred to the Native American people, to the Maidu and Miwok Indians of this area.
As Jessup and the Land Trust work to prepare a management plan for this property, we'll definitely be consulting with the local tribes, and that includes the United Auburn Indian community and other tribal and indigenous resources that are available to us here locally.
Between the more than 100 donated acres and 400 purchased ones, the floor and slopes of Clover Valley will be preserved like this forever.
How beautiful, right?
Gorgeous out there, yeah.
Now, the payment on the 400 acres has been paid, but they still need millions of dollars, right?
Right. So, the city of Rocklin kicked in $1 million for this down payment. Placer County paid $1 million, and then a private foundation paid $250,000, altogether $2.25 million. But Jessup University and Placer Land Trust still need to raise $7.75 million. and they have 2 years to do that. They say they'll be hitting up the state of California, the city of Rocklin, and others. We will have a link on abc10.com/to-the-point. But these folks say they no amount is too small, so there is
money
a way.
is money.
Money is money. Folks can donate. And earlier I might have said the city of Rocklin contributed $1 million. I meant the city of Lincoln, I believe, and Rocklin. They're going to be asking for a contribution. So I just want to make sure I get that right.
Yeah. And when is this a done deal, by the way?
Well, okay, so like when you have a mortgage with the down payment, Jessup University currently owns that land, but once it's fully paid, only then will Placer Land Trust be able to place a conservation easement on the property, finalizing that permanent protection.
And there's even more land that they still want to acquire, right?
Yeah, well, you saw Jessup University currently owns more than 500 acres comprising the entire valley floor and the slopes, but that private developer still owns the ridge tops surrounding the valley. Jessup wants to buy that property eventually to keep Clover Valley entirely pristine, but they estimate that could cost an additional $11 million. Since think of it, that ridgetop property with its views, that's some prime real estate right there.
Oh, yeah. Those views are beautiful. All right, Becca, thank you so much.